Good morning everybody. Welcome once again to our daily live videos. Oh dear. Isn't it nice that it's sunny again? I should maybe just... Where's my window? Look at that sun. Such good sun. I'm not going to read you the whole chunk that I've got for you today because I've got 23 verses and in my Bible it goes all the way from there all the way down there and down there. So very long chunk, so I won't read it to you. It's kind of a complicated passage. Jesus is talking to a crowd of people and he's telling them about what the Pharisees, which were the teachers at the time, are doing, kind of showing what they're doing that's slightly wrong. He talks about how they are focusing too much on the rules that they've put in place and not on what God has taught. And he lists a few different things that are God's law and how the Pharisees have kind of twisted it to use it for their own purposes and to use it and to abuse their power. And then towards the end, his disciples kind of say to him, hey, I don't really get it. So he says this, it's in verse 18, and I love it because it begins with him saying, are you so dull? Like, I love the idea of Jesus talking like that. Anyway, he says, are you so dull? He asked. Don't you see that nothing that enters a person from the outside can defile them? For it doesn't go into their heart, but into their stomach, and then out of the body. In saying this, Jesus declared all foods as clean. He went on, what comes out of a person is what defiles them, for it is from within. Out of a person's heart, the evil thoughts come. And then he lists a whole load of evil things. Morning, Wayne. Nice to not see you, but see your name. Morning, Nick, and probably Chris, maybe. Is he in work? Who knows? 7:30, that'd be early for work, wouldn't it? Am I working? Am I working at 7:30? I'm an early worker. So anyway, he's talking about this whole idea of defiling, which is like a posh word for making yourself unclean, I guess. And he says, do you know what? It's not about what we eat. It's not about even maybe what we wear. It's about what's in our heart. And my old boss used to always talk about how what's in your heart will come out. Like you can't hide it. If you've got something that you're passionate about, so in a good way, if you've got something that you're passionate about, if you're passionate about homeless people, or you're passionate about football, or you're passionate about rugby, or passionate about dogs, whatever it is, if you're passionate about it, then it comes out, doesn't it? People see it. And that's the same for kind of our, I'm going to use the word goodness, strange word, but we'll go with that. Hi, Emma Louise. I don't know who you are, but nice to see you. The idea of what we are as a person, about what we believe in, what we trust in, what we put our hope in, that will come out. Like you can't hide it if it's in your heart. But equally, if you've got evil desires in your heart and, you know, read the chunk and see the things that he lists at the end, things like greed and deceit and lewdness, like that word, if those things are in your heart, then they come out as well. And so we need to pay less attention to what maybe someone is eating or how they're dressing, or I don't know what sport they choose to watch. We need to be paying more attention to who they are, kind of what they believe in, what their desires are, because that really shows the person. I hope that makes sense. It is a long, complicated passage. But Jesus doesn't want to complicate things. Like he tells it in what's called a parable, which we've covered before, the idea of like a story to make something more understandable. And he's trying to make it more understandable for the people listening. He's trying to make it more understandable for us. So if you don't get it, do message us. You know, go home and read it. I'll stick it in the comments, all 23 verses. Read it, see what you think. And yeah, we'd love to answer any questions that you have on that. Have a nice day.